Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 22 rebuild. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the Cleveland Browns, but with the new addition of Deshuan Watson. This dude should be like a 90 overall superstar player, but since he hasn't played in a year, EA has lowered his overall. Now, trading 3 first-round picks and what was it? 3 first-round picks and what's it called? A 3 and a 4 to the Texans for Deshaun Watson. So I'm gonna make sure that I actually get that. I have to trade away something to make sure that they get this. So first, I can't give him up my 3rd 1st round pick because it's non-existent to this point right now. So I'll give up my 4th in a second here. I'll just give them a first, yeah, and then they'll have to give me their 7th. I know it didn't happen in real life, but I'm giving these up just to make it, happen. So I gave all those up. I also need to give them my 4th, so I'll take their 7th again. I'll actually give them their 7th back. So let's go here, go to the Texans again. I need to give up all these picks, and I'll give up my 3rd-year pick, don't worry. I also gave them a 4th, and I will give them their 7th-round pick, their next year's 7th back, and I'll take their 7th. Yeah, I'll take their 7th and do that. And boom. Okay. I know we took a 7th from them, which wasn't in the deal technically, but it's a 7th-round pick. Who honestly cares? Anyways, back into the team. What I was saying, I need to get those picks right. Because in Madden, you can't adjust the picks on your own roster. Speaking of rosters, this is my personal roster. I will put a link at the top of the comments. I will pin the comment on how to get my personal rosters on the new Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S. I update these literally at least every 8 hours, and I update these perfectly. For all the signings, I keep up to date with every single signing in free agency. So Deshaun Watson is a beast, and as a Ravens fan, I gotta say, with Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, and the most menacing QB in the NFL, Money Mitch Trubisky in the same division, I'm scared. And just like Money Mitch, you got to think about it. Money Mitch is going to be like, there's a reason why the Bears traded up for me in the draft and selected me and not you, Deshaun. He's going to prove, Money Mitch is going to prove that whenever he's in the same division, he has to play Deshaun Watson twice a year. Money Mitch throws dots. Dots, I say. There's a reason why he's Money Mitch. Deshaun Watson doesn't get a cool nickname like Money Mitch because Money Mitch is the GOAT. He's going to win. Steelers are taking the division. I'm calling it now. As a Ravens fan, it hurts to say it. No, in real life, I honestly don't think that the Browns will succeed. As a Ravens fan, you may call me biased, but I think Lamar Jackson's going to go off next year once he's fully healthy and now that he has a new offensive line. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Once he has that new offensive line, he is set. I don't care about the #1 wide receiver that he needs. He performed and made league MVP without a receiver one. He can do it again once you give him that offensive line. Anyways, back to this team. Deshaun Watson, I think it was an amazing move. Despite trading away 3 1st-round picks, the Browns, other than like drafting, who was it, Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett in recent times, haven't been top tier with drafting in the 1st round. This year, they drafted JOK in the 2nd round, which was a great pick, and Greg Newsome was a solid pick as well. I guess they're getting better at drafting, but for 3 1st-round picks, I think that was a good idea. Baker Mayfield, on the other hand, he's going to have to go. Like, I honestly feel bad for him because I used to just absolutely crap on Baker Mayfield, and then everyone would be like, oh, he had a torn labrum, and he had to play through 3 injuries throughout the season. It doesn't matter if he had to play through how many injuries this season. I'm not talking about this season. Previous seasons, he had Odell, he had Jarvis Landry, he had a great offensive line, he had David Njoku, he had Kareem Hunt, he had Nick Chubb, he had a solid defense as well in the past with Myles Garrett, and he wouldn't perform whenever he was healthy. Now that he's injured just a little bit and he has to play through it, everyone complains immediately saying that he's a good QB, he's just hurt often. He's not a good QB. I don't want to hear it, but I feel bad for him just because the Browns organization literally said they were pursuing Deshaun Watson for the one sole reason of saying that we want an adult at QB, basically calling Baker Mayfield a child. And I don't know if it's a maturity thing with him, like an actual personality maturity thing with him in the locker room, or they just feel he's being snobby with his contract and just with everything and his teammates. That's the one thing I feel bad about, but I will say that Baker Mayfield isn't a horrible QB. I would just say he's just not living up to his potential. Whenever you're the number 1 overall pick in the draft, you're expected to play as a first-round pick in the draft, and he's playing like around like a third-round pick level, in my opinion. Baker Mayfield is a premium position. Quarterback is a hard position to get. I understand that, but Baker Mayfield, he's not playing as the number 1 overall pick, and that's why people held him to such a standard, especially with this kind of a team he's working with. Anyways, enough of QBs. Nick Chubb, beast, easily top 5 running back in the NFL. Kareem Hunt, 1-2 duo, amazing. Amari Cooper, that was a great trade for them. Got a 6th-round pick from him. Amari Cooper was expected to be cut from the Cowboys, so they made sure that Amari Cooper found his way over to the Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones isn't horrible. He's just not great. Jakeem Grant just got signed to the Browns as well. David Njoku's here. Austin Hooper's not here because the Browns cut him, which I'm glad the Browns did cut him because his contract was terrible. He's playing for the Titans now. Jack Conklin is here. Wyatt Teller, J.C. Treader, Joe Petonio, and Jedrick Wills. Amazing offensive line for Deshaun Watson. He's going to love his team. I'm sure the Browns are going to draft a receiver in the draft. Defensively wise, amazing. Jadeveon Clowney, Chase Winovich is here now. Malik Jackson, Malik McDowell, I believe this is. Yeah, Malik McDowell. Who is this? Malik Jackson? Yeah, Malik Jackson. 2 Maliks on the defensive line. J.O.K., I've already expressed how awesome he is. I really wish the Ravens traded up in the 2nd round to get him, but they didn't. John Johnson. I made this in my last rebuild with the Browns. John Johnson, baby. What a stupid name. I'm going to call this out every single time. Your name is John. You are born, and your parent is named Johnson. And he says, dang, my name is John Johnson Jr. So I am Triple J here. My name's John Johnson Jr. Should I name my kid John Johnson III? So there is a lineage of people who genuinely sat back and said, John Johnson is a good name for the family. Are you kidding me? Like, there's three generations of people genuinely sat back and said, John Johnson is such a cool name. I will give it to 3 generations of my bloodline. I hope if he has kids, it's not John Johnson IV. If this goes up to John Johnson X, I won't be able to take it anymore. I won't. I can't do this. Anyways, John Johnson. I always have to mention how stupid of a name it is. I mean, the Lions have a defensive tackle named John Penisini. His name is literally spelled penis and then I-N-I. It's stupid. Anyways, Denzel Ward, amazing 1st-round pick. Grady Myles Garrett, amazing number 1 overall pick. See, this is what you expect in a number 1 overall pick. This is exactly what you expect, not Baker Mayfield. D-line looking great. Jadeveon Clowney, I'm not going to re-sign him in Madden because in Madden, he is a beast. In real life, he is not a beast. He has never reached double-digit sacks in his career, and this is not what you want from a number 1 overall pick. In your career, you have never reached double-digit sacks, and you are considered an elite pass rusher. That is a joke. He's completely overrated. He shouldn't be an 85 overall star dev. In my personal opinion, I think he should be like a 79 overall normal dev. He's a run stuffer at times. As you can see, he does have a high tackle for a loss here. He does have high tackles for a loss. Like, that's tackles. Tackles for a loss. Wait, does he not have... No, he had to have had tackles for a loss. No, he had to have. I don't know why it's showing 0. There's no way his entire career he didn't get a tackle for a loss. He's a run stuffer. He had a high amount of tackles this year as a defensive end, but like, it's just, it wasn't a number 1 overall pick, let alone a 1st overall pick in the draft. So in Madden, he's a beast. In real life, I don't think the Browns will re-sign him. Greg Newsome had a solid year this year, nothing ridiculous. T. Hill, Tyreek Hill knockoff, Troy Hill. Okay, Greedy Williams, we're going to move up. Grant Delpit is here. Someone in my comments last time complained that Grant Delpit was me moving Grant Delpit to outside linebacker was unrealistic, but he's 6'3", 213 pounds. That's not even bad. So if people are going to complain about it, then I guess I'll just move him down to DB and make that conversion, because I think linebacker is more realistic whenever you're 6'3". Like, my God, there's a reason why he's playing strong safety. But sure, he's going to move down to DB. Maybe that would be a little bit better. He's a 75 overall at DB. Let's move Troy Hill down, move Greedy Williams up. Grant Delpit's 75 here. Only went down 1 overall. Anthony Walker Jr., team looks good. Specialist. Nick Chubb, I want getting all these reps. Jakeem Grant's going to play my slot. I want Grant Delpit to play in the slot. And then JOK, got all that. Chase Winovich. And we seem pretty set here. I'm going to go and trade away Baker Mayfield. I know this is a super long intro. We're already like 10 minutes in. Bobby Wagner is still not signed with anyone yet in real life. That's unfortunate. I would really like to see him go to the Broncos. But Baker Mayfield, Colts have pursued high interest in Baker Mayfield, and I honestly really, really like that fit. And I think they're probably going to get a first-round pick out of him. So Baker Mayfield will go to the Colts if I can actually get him. And they don't need offensive line. Really, the Browns don't need nothing. If they could get DeForest Buckner out of this trade, that would be sick. Darius Leonard would be a huge addition too, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go to the draft picks. They do not have a first. Who did they trade their first to? Give me your first, your second. Just give me your next year's first and a second. There we go. Baker Mayfield for a next year's first and a this year's second. Seems good to me. So anyways, guys, apart from that, it is now time to jump into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 6-1, top of the division. Steelers are 5-1. Money Mitch, baby. I'm telling you, he's on the way. Nobody's going to expect him. Money Mitch is next up, baby. No one's going to expect it. I loaded in the real draft classes here, so that's good for them. Good stuff, boys. Money Mitch is on the way, and we are going to go to the roster. We are going to, not roster, players ready to negotiate. I'm stupid. Anyways, players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we got. Clowney, in real life, I already expressed it. He's not going to get signed. David Njoku had a big 5-year deal. I know his money was upped by quite a bit, so I'm going to do that here. 666 deal. And David Njoku gets re-signed. Ronnie Harrison. Let's give you a deal since I moved Grant Delpit down to cornerback. Anthony Walker, no. Malik McDowell, I will re-sign. He was actually pretty good for my last Browns rebuild, so I want him back. It's just Anthony Walker, he's 27, so in the next year after this, he's going to turn 28, which means I'm not going to just re-sign him because he starts regression at 28, if you guys didn't know. I don't know why it took me so long to interpret that. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I'm going to see if we can beat Money Mitch and the Steelers. That was really glitchy. I don't know what just happened there. So let's see if we can beat Money Mitch as we beat Russell Wilson 31-17 in the Broncos Week 7. Money Mitch, baby. Can we beat him? Let's go. We beat Money Mitch. Money Mitch put up a game, though. 27-24. Let's move to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs here to face the 9-8 Broncos as we are 14-3. How do we not get the first seed at 14-3? Chiefs went 15-2, I'm assuming. Broncos 7th seed. So it looks like the Steelers snuck in at 10-7. And the Ravens, did they sneak in at 9-8? No, the Ravens did not sneak in at 9-8. The Broncos sneak in at 9-8, though. Look at the stats and awards. Deshaun Watson, I'm assuming, is a beast. And he is. That's not going to be top 10 for MVP, I'm assuming. So let's go here. He had a weekly award. No, that was defense. Deshaun Watson, 9th for MVP. Nice. Second best offense in the NFL. And defensively looking into it, we are 14th. Nice. 4,500 yards, 32 TDs, 10 receptions, 62% completion percentage. Our defense being 14th is honestly not that good for what the Browns defense is in real life. But in Madden, most of the time, my defense will be like within the bottom 20. So it's not that. It's impressive for what it usually is. 1,400 yards, 5.6 per carry, 18 touchdowns, beast year. Amari Cooper, almost 1,500 yards, 10 TDs. That's an X factor. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 5 TDs, 900 yards. Jakeem Grant, almost 1 yard shy from 800 yards and 4 TDs. And Njoku with 8 TDs. And defensively, Anthony Walker Jr., 113 tackles for a loss, 17 for Malik McDowell, sacks 27 for Myles Garrett, and 11 for JOK, 9.5 for Jadeveon Clowney. Amazing year. 5 interceptions for Denzel Ward, 4 for Greg Newsome. Great rookie year. 0 safeties, defensive touchdowns, 1 for Denzel Ward, 1 for Greg Newsome. Again, great rookie year for Greg Newsome in Madden simulation. In real life, he actually had a pretty solid year. Looking at it, if we can beat the Broncos, come on, 24-21. That was a little too close. Oh, Baker Mayfield. We're facing him in the divisional. Is he going to prove us wrong? Baker proves us wrong. 37-14. He shows that he is the future, and he might make the Super Bowl. We don't know. Let's move to the offseason. And Baker Mayfield wins the Super Bowl the first year without the Browns. Wow, what a statement. Colts beat the Eagles in Super Bowl 26-14. Darius Leonard wins Super Bowl MVP. Imagine if Baker Mayfield won Super Bowl MVP as well. That'd be ridiculous. Everyone's just now going to say that Jonathan Taylor carried. Urban Meyer wins Coach of the Year. Nice. It looks like Myles Garrett wins Defensive Player of the Year, and JOK wins Rookie of the Year in this simulation. Obviously didn't happen in real life. Players and rosters. Let's see what we got here. we are going to have Deshaun Watson gets superstar, Amari Cooper gets X Factor, no surprise, defensively looking into it. JOK now has superstar, he came with star, I believe, and it looks like that's it. Greg Newsome came with star as well. That's cool. So how old is Chase Winovich? He's only 27. He's not super old, but I don't really plan to keep him around for a long term. So let's move to the re-sign players here to see who we have. I believe we have Jadeveon Clowney. He had 9.5 sacks, which isn't horrible. But again, in real life, I just don't think it's going to happen. And this free agency, again, we can't adjust. I can't personally adjust certain players' contracts. So free agency will be filled with a bunch of people that have already been signed in real life. Jadeveon Clowney, no. Anthony Walker, no. Everyone else here, no. Yeah, I just don't want anyone else here. Let's see the 2021 retirements. 2021 retirements for the AFC North. What do we got here? Calais Campbell retires in the Ravens. So, free agency, I know we have $52 million to spend, but with that being said, we honestly shouldn't have that much money, and I have a bunch of players to re-sign. What is Deshaun Watson's contract? It should be huge. I know it was like $230 million guaranteed. It was stupid. He was getting paid like $46 million a year over 5 years, I think. So let's do that. Let's spike. Oh yeah, he should be getting paid way more than this. I'm gonna take down the signing bonus, and I'm just gonna up this. So I might speed this part of the video up. But while I'm waiting for this to get to $230 million, which is going to take me a couple of years, make sure you go check out the links down below, Discord, and my YouTube links, my second channel. And yeah, thank you guys for 5,000 subscribers. That's something I should have mentioned way before. 5,000 subscribers, super huge. Does this even go up to 230 million? I think it goes up to 200 million max. 200 million. Now let's add 30 million to this, because that's what he was guaranteed in real life over 5 years. And yeah, he should have a stupid contract. Let's just make that. Let's just specifically make it. Yeah, there we go. Save changes. He's on a stupid deal now. Let's see how high it is whenever. Oh, we can't trade him technically. I honestly don't like 7 on him. This needs to be changed immediately. I don't know who's wearing number 4. I don't really care either. This is going to be changed to like number 1 or something. 6, 2, 1. Yeah, he's going to be wearing number 1. I'm cool with that. He's not wearing number 7. It looks ugly. Anyways, apart from that, guys, thank you guys all for 5,000 subscribers. I really appreciate you all. So I'm going to skip free agency here just because we only have $18 million left to spend with that massive Deshaun Watson contract. So let's skip to the draft. In the second round, yes, second round, near the end of it, Devontae Wyatt is going to be my pick. Normal dev, 86 strength. I don't have a first round pick for 3 years, so keep that in mind. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to go to the trade center and trade away my 3rd year pick on camera just so that way you guys get it. Texans. Do I get it here? Draft picks. Oh, yeah. I get my first for 2023 because this is the 2022 draft, right? Yeah, I'll trade this one away as well. And yeah, 2023 first round pick, and it's going to go to the Texans for their next year's 7th, sure. And they get that first round pick as well. Just making sure that I get that to them. My 3 first round picks are gone. I'm going to get to my next second round pick. And in the second round, I'm picking up Damon Clark with the Colts pick. Hidden dev, gonna replace Anthony Walker. I like that. Anyways, this is what the team is like after the draft. And yeah, we're looking pretty solid here. We can use another receiver, I guess. Clark is 69 overall. Nice. And specialist, I want to move him up. Oh, JOK starting there, so I'm not going to really move him. White is my 3rd string running back here. And yeah, just going to leave that. Defensively, what are we looking at? Everyone else here. Mechie. I thought that was Mechie. John Mechie. He's a receiver. My bad. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Have the replacement for Anthony Walker. We need to focus on re-signing players because we only have 18 million cap hit because of the Deshaun Watson contract. So anyways, guys, apart from that, it's now time to move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark coming off a loss to the Buccaneers as we are 3-4, 3rd in the division, contested division here. Players ready to negotiate. Who do we got? We got Denzel Ward. Of course, I'm going to need you back. Yikes, bro. These contracts. Kareem Hunt, I need to trade you to get value out of you, dude. I need to trade you to get value. I traded you to the Dolphins last time for a first-round pick. That honestly makes sense to me, so I'm going to do it again. Number 1 overall pick. I don't know if I can do that. They don't have the cap room to take Kareem Hunt. Give me your number 1 overall pick, and I'll just take a dump player from you. Who is the highest cap hit? Bobby Hart, sure. Oh, it's still too high. Okay. Is there a QB that I can take, like a backup QB? Kyle Allen. Give me Kyle Allen and your #1 overall pick. No, can't do that. We're going to take their later pick then, pick 31. Let's see that. Kareem Hunt and technically Kyle Allen. Not really, though. J.C. Treader, no. Jack Conklin, I would like to resign, but I don't know if I can. J.C. Treader is going to have to walk. I just can't resign you because you're just going to start regression. You're getting old, and I don't have the money in general. Greedy Williams is a player that I would love to have back. I would let Jack Conklin and J.C. Treader both walk for Greedy Williams. I need him back as well. I know I have Grant Delpit, but he's just so young and he has that development. I would love to have him back. Anyways, it's now time to move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, here to face the 11-6 Colts as we were 10-7 second in the division. The Ravens slip in at 9-8 possibly. No, they didn't once again. We are the 6th seed here to face Baker Mayfield again. It's not the Browns who are good in simulation. It's just Baker Mayfield coming off a loss to the Bengals, and that's the reason why the Bengals take the division, unfortunately. Stats and awards, what did Deshaun Watson do? Amazing again. 6th best offense in the NFL. Defensively, 14th again. And 4,600 yards, 33 TDs, 9 receptions, 67% completion percentage. Every time I say TDs, it sounds like titties. I'm sorry. Nick Chubb, 15 TDs, 4.9 per carry. I can't get it out of my mouth, dude. And that sounded wrong. I just disregard what I say. 4.9 average and 1,200 yards. Amari Cooper, 1,300 yards, 9 TDs. Jakeem Grant, 7 TDs, almost 1,000 yards. And Njoku, almost 1,000 yards, 8 TDs. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 7 TDs, 950 yards. Looking at it defensively, Damon Clark, 136 tackles. We got something right there. Tackles for a loss, 22 for Myles Garrett. Sacks, 18.5 for Myles Garrett. 16 sacks for JOK, 6.5 for Chase Winovich. Interceptions, 4 for Denzel Ward. Safeties is 1 for Myles Garrett. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So yeah, Myles Garrett and who was the other one? Am I stupid? Did I say, was it Chase Winovich that had 16.5? No way. It was not seriously Chase Winovich that did that. I'm tripping, right? Was it? Or was it JOK? 18.5 for Myles Garrett, and JOK was 16. Okay, JOK should get X Factor for that. He's doing amazing so far. I might as well just move him down to defensive end at this point. I mean, Chase Winovich isn't bad still, so I'll leave him there. Let's see if we can beat the Colts, who are 11-6, and Baker Mayfield. Come on, let's do it. Wow, Baker Mayfield is not playing around. He just slaps us in the face. 27-21. Wow, Baker Mayfield is not playing around. Let's move into the offseason. And the Bungles beat the Packers in the Super Bowl. Joe Shiesty wins Super Bowl MVP. Jonathan Taylor wins Offensive Player of the Year with the Colts. There are no Browns here for the yearly awards. So let's see the roster here to see if there is any dev-ups. Probably Deshaun Watson X Factor. Yes, I see that. And nobody else on offense. Defensively, JOK should get X Factor. Dude just had 16 sacks in a season and then had 11 sacks the previous year. I don't see why he wouldn't be an X Factor. 16 sacks is almost a sack a game. A sack a game, dude? That's quite the average. That'd be amazing. Anyways, defensively, once again, Chase Winovich, is he supposed to be playing right end? He is. So I am going to move him to left end because that's Myles Garrett's position. I'm going to keep him at right end. So let's move you to left end. And let's go back to the defensive side of the ball. Refresh, and that's good. Clark only has star dev, unfortunately, but 136 tackles. I'm really tempted to give him superstar, but I'm not going to. And he was also not even the starting. Yeah, he wasn't even the starting sub linebacker. Wow. Defensively, looking into it, everyone else seems fine. So apart from that, guys, it's now time to look into the retirements and see who we have to resign. With only $11 million in cap room, this is going to be very, very tricky to work out. The Browns are screwed for the next few seasons. They're in a win-now situation in this upcoming season. Holy crap. 2022 retirements. Let's see who we have. We have AFC North. Nope, nobody retires in the AFC North. So it is now time to move to the players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we have here. J.C. Treader, no. Jack Conklin, maybe. Greedy Williams is the top of my board here. So let's do this. Maybe I can finesse the cap room here. I'm going to offer J.C. Treader a terrible deal, like a really bad deal. Let's do this. Maybe I can finesse this cap room. A 1-year deal. Do that. He wants to test free agency. We're going to go here. Can we do this? Does he accept that? He wants to go free agency too. I'll tag Jack Conklin. I'll go into negative cap for it. I got Greedy Williams and I got Jack Conklin. So obviously we don't have money to get in free agency, so I'm just going to skip to the draft. And now we're picking up another stupid name, Derek Decker. What is this, dude? Derek Decker, 6'8". Nice to see. He's going to be a replacement for Jack Conklin. So he's going to play second string right tackle. I thought we would have another first round pick, but that was our first round pick from the Colts for trading Baker Mayfield. I think, shouldn't we have 2 first round picks? One from the Dolphins for Kareem Hunt and then one from the Colts for Baker Mayfield. Maybe it's next year we have that first round pick. I want to check that. Why did we just suddenly not have that pick? I'm making sure that we have it. First. Yeah, we have a first round pick next year from the Dolphins. Okay, that's what it was. Makes sense now. Makes a little bit more sense. So anyways, we're going to get into my second selection. Here we are after the draft, as it looks like the CPU picked up this guy named Tobin. A center? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, that's awesome that it picked up a star dev or better center. Looks like this guy's only 69 overall. Nice. I'm going to move him to second string right tackle. Make sure he gets some reps in, just that way he boosts his overall right before Jack Conklin leaves. Let's generate this best lineup. Tobin is going to move up. And we still need a receiver. Defensively looking into it. What do we got here? Anything else? I'm cool with all this here. Wyatt should have been moved up because wasn't he my second round pick at one point? Devontae Wyatt. I want to move him up, make sure he gets some playing time. Defensively, Wyatt, I'm going to move up again. Is that Clark? Yeah, Clark is there. White, I'm going to move up because he's 63 overall. Defensively, offensively, let's go back. White, let's move up again. Cool. Anyways, we're going to see if we can sign. Actually, we can't sign anyone in free agency. I was trying to just sign a wide receiver, then I realized we're in negative cap. So let's just skip in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a win to Money Mitch. We always beat Money Mitch. We own Money Mitch. Bengals top the division 5-1. We're 5-2. Ravens are 4-2. Yeah, very, very contested division. If we lose here to the Ravens, they take second division. John Johnson, baby. John Johnson, my favorite. We're going to re-sign him. And Jedrick Willis should have a 5th-year option, so I'm going to forcefully add that 5th-year option to him. Jack Conklin, I'm sorry I can't re-sign you. I've already got your replacement this year. Even though he's not a high overall, I still have your replacement, so don't you worry. You're going to be out of here real quick. I have to back out because EA glitches out anytime you edit a player whenever you're in the Players Ready to Negotiate tab. So Jack Conklin, already explained. Grant Delpit, that's a stupid cheap deal. Hell yeah, I want that back as he resigns. Chase Winovich, no thank you. Can I trade you for something? I don't know if anyone would even have high interest in you. Ooh, high interest from the Cowgirls. No, who else was it? Yes. Chase Winovich, Jack Conklin in a second gets me the Eagles' first-round pick. That's huge. We're getting our first-round picks back. Donovan Peoples-Jones, I just don't have the money for you. Everyone else here is a no. So, apart from that, guys, I would say that it is now time to move in to the playoffs. Once I check here real quick that my right tackle is starting. Yes, Decker is starting. Tobin only has star dev. Decker is 71 overall. Just going to make sure he gets the most reps as humanly possible because he's full-time replacing Jack Conklin. So it's time to move in to the playoffs. Here we are here to face the Jaguars as they're 11-6. We're 12-5, but the Bengals take the division, maybe get the first seed too. The Bengals get second seed, Chiefs get first seed. Bengals are 13-4. Top of the division. We beat the Dolphins 31-2. Looks like they safetied us at one point. But all right, I'll take it. Stats and award. Let's see what we got. Deshuan Watson, amazing. Again, top 5 QB. 5th best offense in the NFL. 19th best defense. It's slowly getting worse somehow. 7,600 yards, 35 TDs, 12 interceptions, 64% completion percentage. Probably his first season with the Browns was his best. 1,200 yards, 4.5 per carry, 18 TDs for Nick Chubb. Cooper, 13 TDs, 1,400 yards. And Njoku, 1,000 yards, 8 TDs. That deserves superstar. 93 receptions for a tight end. I'm going to give him superstar. If you didn't know in Madden already, a tight end cannot go from star to superstar naturally. You have to force it, and then they can go from naturally superstar to superstar X Factor or normal to star. Anyways, Greg Newsome with the most tackles on the team, unfortunately 99. It's not a good thing whenever the DB has the most tackles on the team because it usually means we're giving up a lot of yards. Tackles for a loss, 16th for Myles Garrett. Sacks, 30 for Myles Garrett. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever seen 30 ever in Madden. I think the highest I've seen was like 28.5. J.O.K. with 4.5 sacks. Malik McDowell with 9. Nice job. Interceptions 4 for Denzel Ward. Safety 0. Defensive touchdowns 0. So anyways, guys, apart from that, I would say that it's now time to see if we can beat the Jacksonville Jaguars to move on to the divisional round. Can we please do it? We can. 28-23. We're going to lose here. It's the Chiefs. 13-4 Chiefs. I'm assuming we're going to lose. We beat them 30-24. Let's go. Here to face the 12-5 Jets. Please don't tell me the Colts are here. Please don't tell me the Colts. The Colts didn't even make the playoffs. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not facing Baker Mayfield. I'm not doing that again. Let's play the Jets, who are 12-5 here somehow, by some miracle chance. Probably have a different QB, but let's get into it. They also have Fletcher Cox. Here we are against the New York Jets, as it is 0-0 right now, 3-0, 6-0. Deshuan Watson, move the ball, bro. Watson, our defense is doing its job, at 9-0. Watson, oh my God. You gotta do your job, dude. 10-9. We didn't pay you $230 million guaranteed for 13 points. Let's move it, Deshaun. Deshaun, thank you. You're so lucky our defense is good, Deshaun. We didn't pay you $230 million to get a 51 passer rating and throw 3 interceptions. Terrible. Anyways, we're lucky we just skimmed by the skin of our teeth. Let's get to the Super Bowl. Here we are in the Super Bowl, here to face the Carolina Panthers, as they are 11-6. We already have a successful rebuild because we have made it to the Super Bowl. That's what I consider a successful rebuild. We don't have to win it. Let's see what the Panthers QB is. I want to see that. Panthers QB, Sam Darnold still. Okay, sure. Why not? I think it was Malik Willis is his name. I'm stupid. You guys know who I'm talking about in this upcoming draft, the quarterback, Malik. Yeah, he's probably going to go to the Panthers in that first round. He's probably going to be the first QB off the board. Roster, let's see the development upgrades offensively looking into it. There are no development upgrades. Decker only has star dev. I'm going to force Njoku to superstar because I think he personally does deserve it. Well, I personally think that he deserves superstar. That's what I was trying to say. Let's get him to superstar development here. And he resigns. Well, not resign. He gets superstar development. I'm just such on autopilot 90% of the time. Sorry. Defensively looking into it, Chase Winovich is off the team. I was about to be like, where is he? Defensively, Myles Garrett has 3 XP points, but he can't use them because he's 99 overall. Denzel Ward is an X factor now. That's sick. Everyone else here looks the exact same. So anyways, guys, we're here to get into the Super Bowl against the Carolina Panthers. So yeah, let's just move into this one. Here we are against the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl. Immediate 3-and-out on our opening drive. 7-0. Watson, please. Watson. Dude, come on. 10-14. 14-13. Let's go. 14-16. We take the lead at half. Our first lead of the game. 21-16. Come on. 22-21. 29-22. Oh my gosh, no. And we lose. Okay. I wanted to play the key moments, maybe play the final drive and hop in. But sure. I wanted to play the key moments, but no. It was just like, nah, you don't get to play. You don't get to play. That's quite irritating. Anyway, Sam Darnold somehow beats us in the Super Bowl. It's still a successful rebuild. It's just, I wanted to play in the game, maybe make something happen. I know how to do the glitch cheese onside kick, so I thought I could have made it happen for myself. But no. The game was like, last minute of the game, you don't get to play. Anyways, let's move into this offseason. Still successful rebuild because we did make it to the Super Bowl. Hopefully we can win it in this next upcoming season. Who won Super Bowl MVP? Brian Burns. And there, it looks like Myles Garrett wins Defensive Player of the Year with those 30 sacks. I'm going to skip over into this re-sign players because we've already seen the upgrades on the team. We have $23 million to spend. How? How do we have $23 million? Oh yeah, we traded Jack Conklin, who had a $16 million dead cap hit from the cap room. Oh, 13. Why is that number 13 showing up like that? I've never seen that. 2023 retirements. Who do we have? It looks like our punter retires and the Ravens punters retires. Oh no. What a tragedy. Players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we have. The number 13 isn't there anymore. No one here I want, but I do have $23 million to spend, so I'm going to pay big time to a receiver for Deshaun Watson in free agency. Here we are after free agency. Got Justin Tucker, Gabriel Davis, Jake Bailey, and Sterling Shepard all on the team. Maybe our special teams will be better now. Now it's time to move into the draft. In the draft at pick number 5 we got, I'm assuming this was the Dolphins pick, Kurt McLeod, I believe is how you pronounce it. 6'2", 209, hidden dev, another weapon, wide receiver weapon for Deshaun Watson. I'm going to move in to pick 31 here to see what we got for this pick as well. We don't have a second round pick, so I'm probably just going to skip after this pick. Left outside linebacker, Rod James. What do you have? You look decent enough. Let's pick him. Not that great of a pick, it seems. It doesn't really matter to me. He's out of Liberty. No wonder. Anyways, it's time to move into the end of the draft. This is the fourth and final overlook of the team before we just end the video. Of course, Givens apparently is here. Jerry Givens. Nice. I didn't pick you. Oh, dude. Kurt looks like such a beast. 77 overall. Defensively looking into it. My left outside linebacker. Was this him? Felton? No, it wasn't. It looks like he was a total bust. Is it this dude? No, he was just a total bust. Anyways, yeah, unfortunate, I guess. Specialist. Chubb. I want him playing the slot. Yeah. Anyways, guys, apart from that, it is now time just to skip into the playoffs because we don't need to resign anybody at the midseason mark because it's the fourth and final season. Here we are in the playoffs, making the playoffs, finishing 10-7, second division behind the Bengals. The Bengals own us, and the Ravens go 9-8 again. And the Ravens miss the playoffs again. We sneak into the playoffs with the 7th seed. All right. Eagles go 21-10 loss to us as we win. Stats and awards. That was worded poorly. Deshaun Watson, top 3 QB. Let's see it, baby. Myles Garrett, 4th for, oh, wow, not even top 10. I guess its passer rating is 20th. 3rd best offense in the league defensively. We are 24th. Pittsburgh's playbook just slowly gets worse and worse. Deshaun Watson, 4,700 yards, 36 TDs, 15 interceptions, 66% completion percentage, 15 interceptions is the reason why I didn't get top 10 for MVP. Nick Chubb, 17 TDs, 5.4 per carry, 1,400 yards. Mari Cooper, 1,300 yards, 5 TDs. Gabriel Davis, 3 TDs, and 900 yards. Devin Njoku, 900 yards, 6 TDs. Gabriel Davis was a disappointment. First round pick was great, 9 TDs, 700 yards for a rookie. Hell yeah. Defensively, Clark, okay, I'm not going to pronounce his first name. 118 tackles for a loss, 22 for Myles Garrett, sacks, 30.5. 30.5 is the most I've ever seen in Madden simulation. JOK with the most sacks. Well, not the most sacks, 10 sacks. Shaq Hood, our right end, apparently. 6'5", dang. He gets 6 sacks. Interceptions, 3 for JOK. Safety, 0 defensive touchdowns is 1 for Greg Newsome. So let's see if we can beat the Tennessee Titans to move on to the divisional round. I'm going to simulate all the way to the Super Bowl, basically, if we do win. We do. 20-14, 11-6 Raiders. I'm not going to play this game or the conference championship. We do. 38-17. Let's see if we can beat the Texans. I will hop into the Super Bowl if we do make it. Let's see if we do. And we do. We beat them 20-10. We're going to be in the Super Bowl once again. We beat them 20-10 in the Super Bowl once again, here to face the Packers. Wow, what rhymes we got? Rhymes, dimes, and chimes. Anyways, offensively, any upgrades? Looks like no. Defensively, any upgrades? It looks like no. Okay, so let's just jump into this game against the Green Bay Packers as we go to the Super Bowl for the second time. I think Aaron Rodgers is still with them, so let's see. Doesn't look like he is, so let's get into it. Here we are against the Green Bay Packers as it is 0-0 right now. Come on, Watson. We didn't pay you $230 million for nothing. 7-3, stalemate of a game. 7-10, 10-10. Come on, score before half. 17-10 at half. Good stuff. 24-10, 2-possession lead. I like it a lot. 2-possession lead. Come on, 31-10. 4-possession lead. Oh my gosh, 5-possession lead. 4-possession lead. 41-17 against the Green Bay Packers as we are going to win the Super Bowl with Deshaun Watson. Clearly a successful rebuild as we went to the Super Bowl last year and we didn't win it. Now we're going to win it officially here. Who is their QB? I want to know that. Jordan Love. Oh, man. Lucky for us, baby. Lucky for us it was Jordan Love and not Aaron Rodgers. Anyways, guys, apart from that, that is going to do it for this rebuild. I thank you guys all for watching. Tell me which team you'd like me to rebuild next. If you play on the next-gen Xbox, including the Xbox Series X or the Xbox Series S, then make sure to download my roster. Top of the comments, boys. This is what the final overlook of the team looks like before we end out the video, if you guys do want to look at it. So it looks pretty good. Anyways, guys, apart from that, once again, I thank you guys all for watching. And make sure you like the video if you did enjoy it. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.